Okay, got a little quadratics question here. Again, this is a nice question to get, I think. Polynomials, logs, what was the last one? Wave function, and I think this as well, quadratic. So when we're looking at real and distinct roots, you should be thinking to yourself, b squared minus 4ac. Yeah, the discriminant. Okay. So your discriminant is that. And when your discriminant is greater than 0, you're going to have two real and distinct roots. When your discriminant is equal to 0, you're going to have equal roots. When your discriminant is less than 0, you can't do the square root of b squared minus 4ac, so there are no roots. So your function is doing something like that. It's not touching the axis, is it? So if you remember that, these are actually pretty good marks to have. So all we need to do is label them up. A is going to be 1, B is that number, and C is m. The only way they can make that a bit tricky is maybe they could write it in the form x squared plus mx take away 3x plus m. They could write it like that and then people get a bit stressed out. But all you do is take out your x as a common factor and then say, well, that's m take away 3. So watch out. Sometimes they write it that way just to stress you out. But the point is, b is the number in front of x. So at this point I've got, in fact, what I'll say first of all, is I'll say b squared minus 4ac is what for two real and distinct roots? Well, it's greater than 0 for two real roots and distinct roots. And that's it, actually, isn't it? Yeah. Watch out when it says has real roots. See if it's just real roots is greater than or equal to 0 because they are both real. Yeah. So just watch out for that. I've seen that in questions before where it talks about just real roots. Okay, so real roots would be greater than or equal to. Okay, so greater than or equal is for real. Yeah. And then less than would be not real. Yeah. So watch out for that. So yeah, just start off with your statement, and then we're saying, right, b squared is m take away 3 squared. Take away, and get all this in a bracket, 4 times 1 times m, and that's greater than 0. So this is not m squared take away 9. No. Remember to do your little breakout properly. So that's take away 6m plus 9, and that's take away 4m. So m squared, that's take away 10m plus 9 greater than 0. So when is that function greater than 0? Well, the best thing to do to solve that is first of all find the roots. Okay? So the roots of this equation are going to occur when m squared take away 10m plus 9 is equal to 0. So that what's going to add to negative 10 and multiply to 9? That'll be m take away 9 and m take away 1. N's going to give it up. So that means that m is 9 and m is 1. So we've worked out our roots now. I can draw it. So there's 1 and there's 9. And just draw, we've got a happy face, don't we? I've kind of missed the mark there, but you know what I mean. I'm going to have to redraw it, it's so annoying. That's 1 and there's 1. So those are my roots. I've got a happy face, a happy minimum turning point because it's m squared. If it was negative, it would be the other way around. So those are your roots. And now we're saying, well, when is that function greater than 0? It's greater than 0 above the x-axis, isn't it? That's all positive, and that's all negative. So when is my function greater than 0? It's greater than 0 when m is greater than 1 and when m is less than 9. Yeah, all these values here, less than 9, greater than 1. If it was in here, I would be saying m less than 1 and less than 9. Yeah, that's when it would be less than. Okay, that's for, so that's for no real roots. Yeah, there. And it would have equal roots when it's 1 and 9. So if you just solve this, that's your two equal roots in there. Okay. So great question to get. It's not too tricky, I don't think. Let's just check where your marks are coming from. So you're getting your mark for your substitution in here. You're getting a mark for identifying your roots. You're getting a mark for knowing the condition as well. And then a sketch or a table. So yeah, not too bad. So almost 2 marks for kind of this bit here. Your substitution and knowing that it's greater than 0. I think, from looking at the market scheme. So yeah, I hope that is helpful.